It wasn't too long ago that Wall Street was on a roll. But in reality, this growth was fueled by careless risk-taking by the big banks, dealings that would bring about the greatest economic crisis since the Great Depression. To understand what happened, we need to go back just a few years. Let's say you were a home buyer at the height of the market. Before you could get the keys, you would have had to fill out a pretty big stack of mostly unintelligible mortgage documents from a big bank. This mortgage is essentially an IOU for the cost of the house. Now you might think that your bank would just put that IOU in a safe place while you went about making your monthly payments. But instead, that IOU took a little detour. And as often happens when gamblers play with other people's money, or money they don't have, the big bank bet big and lost big. And since the bank was so big, the entire economy was affected when it lost. As a result, millions went unemployed, small businesses couldn't get credit, the middle class got squeezed. Which brings us back to your nice new home. If you lost your job, you couldn't make your mortgage payments. Worse, because of falling home values, you wouldn't be able to sell it either without taking a big loss, putting you at risk of foreclosure by the bank. And to make matters worse, everyone's 401k probably took a big hit too. And to top it all off, the government had to bail out the big bank using your tax dollars because it was, as they say, too big to fail. This risky behavior by Wall Street had to be stopped. And that's just what reform will do. For the first time ever, a new Consumer Financial Protection Agency will have the sole job of reining in the big banks. So those unintelligible mortgages will get a whole lot simpler. You'll also see clearer language with credit cards, overdraft fees, and student loans. Wall Street reform also closes the loophole that allowed the big bank to gamble with your IOU in the first place. For banks, there's no more betting, just banking. Plus, banks will be prevented from growing so large that they put the entire economy at risk if they were to fail. And if some financial firm still gets itself in trouble, despite the stronger regulation, well then it gets shut down, period. No more bailouts. So maybe you can rest a little easier knowing that your home, your family, and your future will be protected from the irresponsibility of others. Accountability for Wall Street. It means protection for you.